Hello, hello, everybody. It's 1 o'clock and it is time for our crafty corner today. Yes, I am so excited. This is kind of a new addition to our Tuesdays. I'm alternating between doing brick builds and doing different kinds of crafts. I've been looking for some fun kind of crafts that I can do. Um, but first off, you know what I need to do? I need to go over to everywhere and check and make sure everything is looking okay, and it is looking okay there. I'm going to like myself over on YouTube, and then I'm going to go over to Discord and promote myself quickly over there. Um, so here we go. Um, whoops. I think I posted the wrong thing in threads. Uh-oh. Oh well, if I did, I did. How do I look for that? Yeah, I did the wrong thing. Oh well, let's go ahead and I wish they let me. Can I edit it? Oh, I can. I am live. There we go. Okay, so let me go ahead and I fixed that. Well, it's nice that they'll let you edit that over here. They won't let you do that over at X. Did it fix it? Yes, it did. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to Discord here, and let's put it where it needs to go. Let's put the correct thing here. So there we go. We've got that over on Discord and this over here. And so now we can start. Okie dokie. So hello, Fallout Dave, and hello, Sci-Fi Mombi. Yes, how are you guys doing today? We have a Sci-Fi Mombi raid. Yay! Welcome, welcome you all. So let me let me first do all this foolishness that we have to do here. This is an 18 plus channel. Any images, company, website shared are for informational purposes only. We do not promote the sale or purchase of any items, especially to those under the age of 18. If you're under the age of 18, please get permission from your um, parent or legal guardian before you go to this channel. We are 18 plus, but we strive to be PG or PG 13. Very rarely on these shows do we dip ourselves into the 18 plus pool, but sometimes we do. So just be aware of that. Um, so okay, we have a stunning and brave saying boobas because he's 13 years old, mentally, not physical age. And we have a B from O. Hello from snow dusted South Alabama. Crazy, crazy. And Connie Clary, hey again. And a Mombi raid. Hello, hello. Awesome. Okay, so we have got that silly stuff here. This is what we're going to be working on today. We're going to be making these coasters. I'm going to be doing diamond dots on them. So let me go ahead and remove that and to show you this. So here's the little kit today. I bought these to store the beads in. They're actually takeout condiment containers, but they close and open. So I say that, and now I can't get it open. But it opens. There it goes. It opens and it closes. And they're inexpensive because I tell you, this stuff can get friggin' expensive. And what I've done is I've labeled them. I've already took them out of the little bags that they normally come in. So I'm going to move this over here out of the way so that we can start our diamond painting. And we're going to start with Chucky. Why? Because why not? Let's try to get these lights so they're not quite so harsh. Whoops. This one I've got it hooked on my phone holder, trying to get the lights where they need to really kind of go. And it's a little, whoops, come on, silly thing. So I'm hoping it's not quite so harsh there. I think that will work. I tried using, usually I have a light table, but underneath these are wood. So you can't see the light through them. So there's really no need for that. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can get a little closer there. And here we go. If you can look, they have different letters and numbers, and those coincide with the different diamond dots. We have a pen. I have the cheap pen. I haven't done this long enough to go buy a $30 diamond dot pen. I don't do it enough to justify that. This is the adhesive that I'm using. They recommended blue tack, so I use blue tack. And basically, you push this in, and you get sticky. Come on, you need to. Come on, it will. Okay, it's being silly now. I can't get it to stay in the thing. It is not being very blue tacky. I will tell you that. There we go. There's some of the tip there, and I will show you how that works. I'm going to take number 7 first because that's a lot of this edge. And you put them in this tray like so. And then you shake the tray. Whoops, one went away. You see how they kind of line up? Now, you can do multi-placers where you can do multiple ones, but the way these are placed, it won't really work. So I'm just going to peel a little bit of this off at a time. And you use this little, the little adhesive that's on here. You pick up they're called drills, and you cover up the number. This is 7, so you cover up 7s. And that's basically all I do. So we keep just doing that. I do not take the plastic completely off because if my hands or arms rub against it, I don't want lint because this entire thing is adhesive. So it could get the lint from my sweater. In all these videos, I'm wearing the same shirt because I'm wearing a sweater, guys. And I cannot. Will the coaster come to life and kill everyone? I hope not, because I need to show you. I showed you some of the different ones we had. We had Chucky, JackSkellington, Sally, Jason, Michael, Freddie, Pennywise, and the Scream Mask. So it's kind of cool. Whoops, that one needs to move over a little bit. These are really kind of crappy pens. I'll probably will invest in a better pen. They're very small for you to get your hands around. And if you're doing a little bit, it's not too bad. Let me see. Let you see some of that. Make sure you see what we're doing. Uh, Dave says, Deadman, I'm watching the storm chasers drive around New Orleans. Um, if I miss a chat, I do apologize. Hey, Brogu. Um, it's real. This is not, I can't really look up while I'm doing this. And if I want to get it done, I got to kind of focus. And like I said, I can't do multiple ones. So these are all going to be one at a time. So, it's these are going to be a little kind of time consuming, but I think they're going to look really good when they're done. Um, like I said, I don't take the plastic completely off when I do these. And my mouth is really close to the mic, so if you hear me breathing, I do apologize. Do you hear that satisfying sound when you place the drills? When I'm done with this, I am going to seal it like I sealed the plague doctor. I just need to, I'm going to get some cloth tape to tape around the edges of it. And then I'm just going to put it on the wall with some push pins in the bathroom. And these, I will finish these with a sealer because they're like in between all these dots, there is adhesive and they could get dust and all that. I hope you're doing good today, Brogu. Um, so this is a full coverage piece, which means that the diamond dots are completely on it. Yes, you can see the background, but there are some that part of the uh, painting, part of the picture is is what you see, and that the drills are basically almost like an accent. So even though these are going to be, I think, somewhat time consuming, they're, I think they're going to be fairly easy. Now I could take and do like number 7 for all of the pieces and then go and do another number. I've kind of debated on um, how to do these. Do I want to take and just complete one, or do I just want to take this color and just have at it, and do the color on all of the pieces? I might do that because, like, after we do this really big cover here, the other ones are not going to be this involved. So I might do that, and then just and then pick another one and do the background and then do all the colors everywhere else. That's another reason why I kind of keep the plastic on, so that lint doesn't get on everything. Yeah, I just want to make sure you guys can see. I was going to say holler at me if you can't see, but if I'm not looking at the chat all the time because I'm working, then it can be kind of cumbersome. Well, I was trying to think of, I was going to work on Dadman's show last night. Tomby was talking about how you can grow your channel. And one thing he said was to do videos, that's YouTube shorts and videos. And, whoops. Sorry, my paper fell. There we go. And so I was trying to think of some videos, and I was thinking maybe of doing some of this just ASMR with no talking, and just where you hear the sound of the drills being placed. I don't know if I could do a whole thing not talking. That's going to look really cool. I am by no means an expert on diamond painting. This is actually my second project that I've done. But I can see where having a good pen would help. These you have to, I've tried using this little thing that you can put on here, but it tends to slide. So I'm not thrilled with it. I have a whole container of these that I've got with different projects here, and they're all pretty much the same. This grip seems to be better. Maybe I'll try this one. Put some blue tack on it. You can use blue tack or you can use wax. This one fell on the floor, so it's got a little bit of, well, I think we can use it anyway. So we'll try using this. There's the wax. So we'll see how this does. Let me get that pulled up. They have so many different storage devices, but I just cringe at spending that much money on stuff on a craft that I might stop doing. Um, if I do it for, a couple months, I'll probably consider it something that I will continue, and I might invest in some more um, user friendly things. But I just don't think that you should have to spend a lot of money to enjoy a craft. And like there are things that you need to invest your money in. I do think if I continue to do this, I do need to invest in good pens and good nibs, the good little picker upper things here. Um, I think that is one thing that absolutely needs to be invested. I think I like my storage. Now I don't know if that will necessarily work if I have 70 different colors in a painting. Um, I'm not, but they work for now. I've seen some really neat ones, and a lot of the people that have these, I look at them and think, if I was, um, doing this as a business where I was making, people pay people to do diamond paintings, they buy kits or have whatever, and they have somebody else do the diamond painting because they like it. Um, that looks really, really cool. That's gonna look nice. If I did it with a bit as a business, there are things that I would do because they would save time. It might not save a lot of time, but if you're doing this something for a client, and you want, you making money depends on how many you do, then you want to get stuff done. So you would, if something could even save you a couple minutes, you know, it would be worth probably the price. And one thing that I've seen that's really cool is they have a storage system that it has a bunch of trays, and you fill all your dots in these instead of in these containers and dumping them back and forth. And so you just get the container that you need and you use it. To me, that would be really neat if you have what they call confetti, which is where they have a lot of single color um, drills where you're having to rotate back and forth, and to take something out of a container and back and forth with that to to do this can be very time consuming. So that could save lots of time actually. This is looking really cute. I guess I could use the multi-tool and then push them into space where they need to go. But sometimes I don't think they want to move once you get them placed. And it can be frustrating. Whoops. I do not think this works. They too talk about the pink wax not being keeping sticky long, so they have to keep um, putting more on. Whereas the blue tack, or some people even use glue dots. Now, I had glue dots somewhere. I was going to try them. I don't know where they're at. I brought them. I had them, and I put them somewhere. So I will look for blue dots later. So this has gone fairly quickly. So we're almost done with this side. Some of the containers that I've used, I'm hoping that some of them, especially if I don't have a lot of colors that I need, for one, I can just take it right out of the container. So, so there we have finished that. I see a little bit of wax that's going to drive me crazy. So I'm just going to try to pull it out. There we go. So we see there's a few here. If you see the white showing, so I'm going to kind of try to, I'm going to get a pen that doesn't have any wax on it and just kind of try to push it around. So these few here, like this one here, needs to kind of go in a little bit. And so I think that pretty much hides it. So we're going to go do this, the 7 that are here. Will you be my friend? I believe that's what Chucky says. No, I don't want to be your friend, Chucky. You scare me. So it looks like it probably is going to take about an hour and a half to do one of these. So I don't know if I'm going to get to all 6 of these. Um, so I'll probably work on completing Chucky. And maybe we'll figure out which one we want to do after Chucky. So after Chucky, who do you want me to work on? Do you want me to work on, let me show you the pictures real quick here. Do you want me to work on Jack, Sally, um, Jason, Michael, Freddie, Pennywise, or Scream Mask? So you guys tell me in the chat who you'd like me to work on, and then I will look when I get closer to when I get done with Chucky, and I will, I can't do a poll because there's too many, um, they'll only allow me to do 4. So, you let me, hey, buddy, and Buddy says Michael. So we've got 1 vote for Michael. Um, so let me kind of push this, make sure this is kind of in. So here we go. We're going to pull open this. I can see how this is kind of difficult to keep the plastic on while you're working. When I actually start doing Chucky, I'll probably just completely remove the plastic and then just work on him. Some people would have double. They'd have these, and like I could take A, which is A, and then they put A into another container, and they might work on A while they, like just this whole row, and just do A like this. I can't see doing more than 2 colors at a time. So I'm just taking this straight out of the container as I do this. And kind of get this top part done. If I had some other bigger trays, I could put them in that. I have some smaller trays I could put it in, but this seems to be working pretty good. The way this tray, the way these containers are, let's kind of give a little shake and can kind of pull them in and put them in. I have these smaller trays here, so we'll dump some in this smaller tray. You shake it to get them where you can see the top colors of them. And so we have A and we have 7s. So I'm going to work on getting some of this done here. And then as I pull it down, I'll work on the 7s too. And Fallout Dave says Jack, so we have 1-on-1, Michael and Jack. If we have a tie, we'll roll a die to see which one we do.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Jack.
Ang says hello. Whoops. I think these will look cool as ornaments. And I've been looking, and there's some other coasters. I got another set that they're the Nightmare Before Christmas. There, you know, some different characters in that, which I thought would be kind of neat. And then I saw one that I really liked. They were hexagons, I think, and it was the Starry Night, and you could set them in a certain order, and it was the whole. It was a lot of the painting. So so that one was kind of neat. Um, and there's just some really kind of cool ones that I might. Um, is that it? No, that's a. Oh yeah, there is an A here. A is what we're doing. I do think I want to invest in some of the bigger trays. Um, because they've got taller walls, and while you're kind of shaking them to um, get them in the right, position with the top, right orientation. That's the word. Um, I'm always sometimes afraid I'm gonna um, knock them over. Hey, how are you? Look, I'm doing Chucky. Oh, good. It's cold. Dad Man's going to be home at 1 o'clock. They're closing. They're doing telework, so he's on his way home. Oh, there he is, right there. Nope, that's not him. That's you. Don't keep the door open too long because the wind goes. I'm right by the front door, and so the wind blows right in my legs.
I just wanted to check something.
She wanted to check, see if it was cold, and it is cold.
Yes, it is indeed cold. There's something to worry about. So, I'm gonna let you stream. Have fun.
Thank you.
Sorry.
If this, you can also get release paper, which is kind of like a parchment paper, kinda, but it's waxed on both sides. Um, that's interesting that an A is right there. I missed a 7 right there. I need to go back and make sure I get that one. Actually, I'm going to do it right now. It's one good thing about having multiple colors is that when you see that you've missed one, you can place it right away. I'm going to kind of rotate this a little bit this way, and it will. This is very soothing, and if it's something you'd like to try, you can get like these coasters were $10, and it comes with a little bit of wax. It comes with a pen. It comes with everything you need to do the kit. The only thing it doesn't have is something to seal it with. And when I get done with one, I'll um, I'll show you. Um, but you can just use like a Mod Podge. You can buy what they say is for the kids. Some of them say not to seal at all. But my house is really dusty, and so I would seal them all because in between all these little spots here is adhesive. So dust can get in them and whatever. And so I would want to make sure that they're protected. And that's what I did with the plague doctor. I sealed it and I bought some you can just use Mod Podge, like a decoupage, as long as it does clear. I bought the Mod Podge one that was for diamond painting because I was ordering it and it was right there. And so I didn't have to think real hard. Um, so as you can tell, I kind of sometimes haphazardly put them in wherever I feel like placing it. I'll place it. Whoops, that one is not wanting to. This is looking really cute. If you can say Chucky's cute. I hear Dad, man. He is here. So he will be going into work. But this is going to look really cute. Oops. Don't really want to pour more in because I don't think I need them. Just need to get them to face the right direction. Oh, there's a bunch over here. Let me just grab these. He's going to open the door and it's going to be so blasted cold. The air just blows right into my legs. So almost done with the A's. Just have 5 more to put in. I hope he turns the audio off when he comes in. He's listening to weather. So that's all the A's, I believe. I don't see any more, so I'm going to put the A's back in. I'm going to pull the K's out because I'll probably be working on them. Whoops. That was silly on my part. So that's the A's. Let's see. When I get closer down to them, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put them in. The L's and the M's, it's the eyeballs. So I'm going to go ahead and hey, Dad, man. How are you? Cold?
No comment.
Yeah.
I'm seeing some things that are like I need to go in a new profession.
Oh.
Good, but I'll be back.
Okay. I'm streaming, so.
Well,
Um,
I gotta get everything going.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
Oh, thank you. So we're doing his little eyeballs here.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I forgot you're streaming. I love meatball subs.
I know.
I don't know how to make my own.
You make meatballs and you put them on a sandwich.
I know. I want to learn how to cook them myself.
Oh, make fresh meatballs. It would be delicious.
Yeah.
You can buy them, but there's nothing compared to a homemade
Everything's
meatball.
homemade bread.
I love it when Dad Man talks back to the Weather Channel. Remember, I am streaming. I forgot to take the plastic up. Huh, kind of hard to put this on with the plastic. Put this little eyeball in. And see, these black ones I don't have to take out because I only need 2. Oh, there's a couple A's there I forgot. I don't know. Just put it in the.
I got it right here for right now.
Okay. So
That's what I'm talking about. That's a model.
Pensacola has 7.5.
It's coming down at the beach like a monsoon, 2 inches
Oh my
an
God.
hour of snow in Pensacola. This is a model that says we could get 2 inches here.
That is insane.
But they said it's a wild card. The guy kind of edged up. It was a
but
wild
that's
card.
still crazy.
Yeah, that thing is pumping up a ton of stuff out of the Gulf right now.
That is crazy. There's a couple A's I forgot, so I'm just going to take them straight out of the container like this and grab them. That's what I was really thinking about these containers. Number one, I thought the squares would fit better in where I store them, and also they're big enough where I can, if I have a few I need to do, I can just kind of do a little shake like that and take them right out of this container. So we're going to be working over on here. We're going to get some of these 7s and then we'll do some of these K's. So I am not ready for this weather. I mean, I have the clothing for it because I got stuff for like if we camped and did cold weather camping, but it is still cold. When you open and close the door, can you make sure you close the door behind
Sorry,
you? Because
okay, I gotta go back out in a second.
I know sometimes you keep it cracked and the cold air is just blows in here.
It's getting colder.
It is
by the
getting.
way, I already talked to JT. Our stream tonight's going to be a squirrel stream, not just sports.
Yeah, it should be snow and
it's
everything.
Squirrel Day today, too.
And it's Squirrel Appreciation Day, everybody. So I think that's appropriate. I definitely will not be getting all these done. So you guys pick. We had a Michael and we had a JackSkellington. So you guys pick what character we want. We have Jack, Sally, Michael, Jason, Freddy, Pennywise, and the Scream person, the Scream mask. So I'll probably, I don't know if I can get 3 done, but I might take and just record myself streaming this, doing one of these, and just upload a video. Because on the show last night, Tomby was kind of doing some stuff with how to help your streams. And one thing he said is to upload shorts, that YouTube places more emphasis on shorts and videos because that's what makes them money. They can't guarantee that a live is going to bring people in and make them money, but they do know that shorts and stuff are pretty much like a guaranteed generator. So they kind of push them more than live streams, and that's mainly what I do. So I'm probably going to take some of these toasters, and I'm just going to do them as videos and post them on the channel. I might see about maybe doing a sped up one. No, I don't want to buy Canada. But I might do it like, what is it, a time lapsed? Ghost face. Thank you. I just call it the Scream mask. I was lucky that I knew all the other ones. Yeah. That is going to look really, really nice. I'm going to put these Ks in here because K will be the other color I'm doing. So yeah, I'm thinking of maybe doing some of these as videos. I'll maybe do a time lapse. I think that might be kind of neat to do. And to see how that does. Because these it's probably going to take me between an hour and a half. It looks like if I keep going at the pace I am, that this will be done between an hour and a half and 2 hours. So I think that might make a neat time lapse one. I just got to figure out how to do that. I'm so glad I canceled. The dentist appointment today. they sometimes they can, not my dentist, but doctors and offices can kind of be jerks if you cancel stuff the day of. But this weather was just so unpredictable, and we have to go over a tall bridge, and if that tall bridge iced, they close it down. Um, if the winds get too high, they close it down. So I didn't want to get trapped on the other side of the bridge. Um, and so I'm glad I canceled, and seeing that they also, Dadman was on that other side of the bridge, and they authorized telework, so for him to actually come home to work. So like I said, I'm glad I canceled. I'm glad they weren't jerks. Like I say, they are not normally jerks. They're it's a good dentist. So um but that being said, I won't be doing any my regularly scheduled streams next Tuesday, because I will be at the dentist. So I was planning on doing an Lego Avatar set. Jake and I don't know, Ritera's first Banshee flight. It was a gift, so I'll probably be doing that the first Tuesday in February, instead of the next Tuesday, because next Tuesday streams are all canceled. Was watching Batman the animated series last night, and oh my goodness, was that fun! I am really looking forward to watching that episode. I'm looking forward to watching the next episodes of JoJo. I've seen The Pretender before, but I am love rewatching that on Sundays. Um, so it has just been a blast. Um, I really enjoy watching them, and it's really fun watching them with other people, because a lot of times Dad Man he's either sleeping or at work, and I just watch him by myself. So this has been really fun to be able to watch him with other people. Um, and I will continue to do these as long as people want to watch them. Um, so, well, we'll be airing it next Monday. So you can join us then, I hope. The hard part is that I really want to just binge watch the entire thing in one setting. And I can't because I'm watching it with you guys. And and I want it, and I've not seen it before. So God, there's one little drill that doesn't want to pop out. Well, we'll just, that is so silly. I see all these people that do all these streams with their close-ups of their hands, and I look, and my hands are so, my fingernails are not, I don't have a manicure. I will never have a manicure. Well, I say that. I shouldn't say never, should I? Um, um, he is, they sent them home or letting them telework. So he is home, but he is actually working. So he is in his office working. But he did bring me a sandwich, which I will eat after the stream. I hope it, I bet you it's a BLT. I'm not sure what it is. I'll eat whatever. But he knows I normally get BLTs. So I'm just working on these 7s here. I debate on whether putting the whole thing in or putting, I think I like putting part of the tray in. Well, that's the wrong color, but I don't know what color it is. It's been in here since the beginning of me dumping out the 7s. They have, these are called round drills. They also have ones that are square. And the square ones kind of, when you do like a big puzzle, a big picture, they fill in better so you don't have a lot of those gaps. But they're also more fussy with the way you have to place them. But I would like to try doing a square one. I think it would be fun. So see, these I didn't quite cover that white. So I'm going to kind of look a bit, and let's kind of move some of these to where the white is covered. They've also said you could take this stuff that's called like mica dust, and like if I wanted to take and the blue and just kind of mix some of the mica dust in, I could, and it would hide some of the whites and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. One thing I do kind of like, I mean, I know, I guess my attention span is kind of short because working up there, I guess I got bored. So now I'm going to work down here. But slowly getting the The 7s are going to be filled fairly, I say slowly, but it's actually filling up quite quickly. I just have that little bit left to do. I hope everyone is staying warm. I really feel for those that have to work outside in inclement weather and really cold weather. I know a lot of them are used to it or whatever, but it's still cold. Cold is cold whether you're used to it or not. And I just feel for those that are having to work in it. I know a lot of road work is doesn't happen because the roads are frozen. But I also know that sometimes stuff happens and you know you have to be out there working in it, and I just feel for you. See that plastic, that blue, pink is. This doesn't seem to work nearly as good as the blue tack. Now I wish I knew where the glue sticks were because some people they take a little bit. I've brought it out and I stuck it somewhere. It's probably in this big pile of DVDs. I probably stuck it over here and it's lost. At least until I move some other stuff. But yeah, I don't see them. But someone suggested trying glue dots as the little stuff that you put inside here. So I'm like, if I have some, I'll try them. So there's also these wax crayons you can buy that I guess are used in nail art, which is basically the same thing as this is, but they put little gems and stuff on your nails. And they have said like those wax pencils are really good if you're using specialty drills. They have different ones that have different coatings on them, and that the wax crayons um, don't seem to um, pull away the residue, the whatever the coating is on them. So, like I say, if I'm going to go to do stuff at that extreme, I mean, I haven't gotten one that has specialty drills in it or anything, and I don't know if I'm going to. I say that, but we'll see. I watch people and they have like 50, 60 kits that they're going to do. I guess they're afraid if they don't buy it, it's going to be gone. Well, if it's gone, it's gone. That's my philosophy. Unless there's one that I really, really want, but usually that's not the case. You know, see a little wax there that I want to pull out. It's one thing, this pink is very pink. I've been looking for some different kinds of crafts to share when I do this that aren't really expensive. Uh, no. Oh, hello, Simply Steve. No, what this is called diamond painting. And I take these little, let me see if I can put one on here and see if you can see it. Let me see. These little drills, which is the ones on the end of this thing, and you push them according to the number. So this blue color is number 7, and they're coasters. And I've got here's like you can see they've got different number M's and D's for like what ghost face, and so they have a bunch of these all different colors, and then you put them on here and you make a picture um, where it's sparkly. Um, it's kind of like if you did counted cross stitch, but with this looks too. I find it's very relaxing because you have to think a little, but you don't have to think a lot. And I'm using the wrong one, that's why it won't pick up. And it's very, to me, very calming and relaxing. Um, and that's why I like it. I like things like this. That's why I like playing. I know it seems strange, but Lego Fortnite to me, it's just very relaxing. Um, but you can, see these projects. You can do really big diamond paintings, which take more time. And to me, that might be a little too much for me. These small projects are really good. I might at some point invest in a bigger painting. You can make them where you can actually hang them up. I did one that was called Plague Doctor. Um, but a lot of people like doing diamond painting. It's very relaxing. Um, and if I'm quiet, you can kind of hear let me see if I can put it here where you can hear it. You can hear the wax release. And that's just very satisfying. Hearing that little pop. So, yeah. Um, Someone's stuck in the tray. I'm almost done with this color. This could become a very expensive hobby because a lot of kits that are um, bigger and probably a little more detailed can run up to $100. $50 to $100. And, you know, and if you keep, you know, invest in them. Let me see if I got all the 7s done. So I think I do not see any more 7s. So we will put these back in here. The one thing I don't like about this container is it doesn't have a spout. So it's not necessarily easy pour. Really should be probably putting this in a tray, in a bigger container, so that when they spill I can pick them up easier, but I'm not. Maybe you can see, but I'm trying to work. I can get them all kind of into this corner. I know they'll spill in. So we finished the blues. So a lot of these are probably smaller ones now. So let's see, we need D. I've got all my containers labeled here. So we have D. I'll just work on D first, and we don't need a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some of them in this smaller one. We don't need a lot, so I'm not pouring a lot in. And then we're going to work the D's that are on his face, and there are no other D's. So we're going to work here. These are his scars. Okay, so we're complete with all of this. And then we just need to do his outfit here. So I'm thinking I can kind of just take that off, and we will slowly work these. So I don't think there's going to be a lot in a lot of these. So I just got to be careful about my, I got to look at it the correct way, so that I don't like put 6s where 9s are and 9s where 6s are. Which I don't understand. I think they shouldn't do that. So let's go ahead and we'll do 9. I'm just going to keep them in here, and we'll pull them from here. So we have a 9, a 9, now these are the stripes of his shirt. My mother-in-law had a doll. It was called Corky, and I think it could have been Chucky's cousin. It was so creepy. Oops. I know some people would probably cringe who DiamondPainting me doing this, but I don't care. You know, it's how I do it. And it's, you know, you do something and it makes you happy. And if you have to follow all these rules all the time, it gets where it's not fun. So I've watched some videos on like basic tips, but then I do it how it makes me comfortable. And I've got these containers for the sole purpose of being able to do what I'm doing right now. Knowing that there isn't a lot of this color, I don't have to fight to take it out of this container to pick up the drills to place them. Hey, Snortapoopus! Your backs! You backs, you front. Are you keeping warm down there? Well, you're a polar bear, so you're probably okay. Probably loving this weather, huh? Whoops. Must have grabbed two of them there. So I believe that's all the nines. Oh, see, there's two sevens I left out. And you know how carefully I looked. So let me go ahead and grab the sevens and stick those in there. Like I said, because I'm only doing a couple, I'm not taking them out of the box. There's some white down here, which is this. Let's see. These might be a little harder to do. I'm kind of trying to fudge it and find them. Like I say, I'm just kind of pulling them out of this container. I can tell which ones are facing the right way. And just putting them in here, putting them on here. Whoops. I'm glad Dad Man's home. This weather made me really nervous. Um, I'm glad they finally said that they could go home. Oops, one more M. Okay, so we've got the M's done. So let's go ahead and let's do 4. 4 is yellow. There's only that little bit of yellow, and there's a couple down here. Hello, Raymond Feliciano. How are you doing today? We are doing the Chucky a coaster, which I'm going to use as ornaments on our Christmas tree this year. So I think it's going to be cool. I don't know if you know what this is. It's called Diamond Dots painting. And you take these little rhinestones, basically, and you stick them on this picture that has adhesive on it. And a lot of times they say they use like cross stitch patterns, because some of the colors in the more expensive kits, they actually use the colors of DMC thread, which I thought was really interesting. So we got 2 4s down here. Okay, so there is that. Now we need to get 6 or K's. Let's go ahead and finish those K's, and then we'll complete the 6s, and we'll have finished this in a little over an hour and a half. So the K's are for the hands. If these all were straight, you could speed up this process by laying, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, depending on the size of a multi-picker that you have. But since these are not necessarily straight, you can't really use that. So you do have to kind of do singles, which isn't too bad. Oops. Like I said, now all we have left are 6s, and then we'll have completed the Chucky. Oops. I'm Chucky. So let's find the 6s. And then we'll do this. And that is 6, yes. So it'll be a little lighter blue. I'm just going to start off and fill them in. These are actually take-out condiment containers with lids that I'm using. So much inexpensive than the storage, and I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with doing diamond painting. So I do not want to invest a lot. And when I'm done with all these, when I'm done with this kit, I do not save these drills for other projects because their colors don't always match. And so what I do is I have a container and I dump them in a container. And so all my projects, the extras will be in the container. And I kind of get to look at that. Kind of like how I have some containers that I have Lego pieces in. I'm going to have containers that have drills in them, which is what these are called. So let's see, I said, let's get a vote on who we want to do next. I have a ghost. No, wait, who do I have here? I have a Michael and I have a Jack. And nobody else has voted. So if you want to pick one of the characters, and here they are, the ones that haven't been done. We have Sally, Jack, Jason, Michael, Freddie, Pennywise, and Ghostface. So I'm going to leave that up there just for a second for you guys to pick some here. They're scars. They're scars because he's scarred. He got damaged, exploded, or something. I'm wondering if I need to, I'm looking and his mouth is kind of, I'm wondering if I need to move some of these so you can see some of the lines. Like there's his mouth and his kind of the nose, this line here. So I'll kind of move some of them where you can see them a little better. I think that helps. Wait, whoops, stuck my finger right where. You can see the eyes. So there, that face looks a little better. Having moved him around where you can see a little bit of the smile and some of the lines. So let's go ahead and do this 6 here. I'm just going to hold this. We'll just keep putting these in. I'm going to do this one to make sure we can see the outline of the pocket. One thing when you do these that you have to realize is that they're $10. So I think they're going to look cute, but they're not going to have massive detail in them because they're $10, guys. So some people expect, champagne when they buy something on a beer budget. And that's just not the case. But I like this one lady, what she said, she just likes the process. You know, she's never going to hang up any of these in her house. They all go in storage, or she's given them away, or she's sold them. But I understand that sometimes the process is what is enjoyable. The finished product is nice, but that's not why you originally did it. And I think that's going to kind of be me. Is I think I'm going to like the process of this. I think maybe when I'm done using these for Christmas ornaments, I might see if anybody wants them, and if they pay for shipping, then I'll ship them to them. I might keep a set. This one's already promised out to someone, unless I get do a better set. But that's kind of like how I am. And I like the process of making the tops of the quilts, but I don't like any other of it. So I've got a lot of quilt parts, and I might make them into lounge pants. Yes, you heard me right. I might cut up my quilt tops and make them into clothing. But I think they'll be fun. And it'll be something I'm using instead of them being in a box, not being looked at or anything. So we are almost done, and then I'm going to show you how I seal them, which is real easy. And once you seal them, then you have to let it set for 24 hours to completely dry with this product. Some people have actually put resin over these and sealed them in resin, which I think is really kind of cool, but I don't do resin. So that might, you know, in the future maybe. But right now, I don't. So I can't and I won't. So I've got 4 more drills to put on, and then this one will be complete. And it will have taken me a little over about an hour and 40 minutes. So not too bad, I don't think. So this one is complete. Hey, Atwood, look! I just completed Chucky. Let me move the camera up a little bit. Let me see back. There we go. There we go. I just completed Chucky. It's snowing up a storm here, I bet. And Stunning's back with a ham sandwich because he's using a cheese bun because he's fancy. Yes, this is the scars. So who do you want me to build next? Let me show you one more time. So we have Sally, Jack, Pennywise, Michael, Jason, Freddie, and Ghostface, who I like to call the screen mask guy, because that's what I do. So I'm trying to find the looking for the paintbrush. for painting the sealer on. Because these have a lot of exposed area. So I do want to seal that. I'm going to mute you and I will be right back. I know where they're at in the other room. So I'm going to mute you guys for a second and then I will return. You guys decide what you're going to do. Well, we have a no, you can't do that, Chucky. No, your vote doesn't count. No, no, no. So we have a Michael and a Jack. And let's see. There were some. Where are I saw some up here. I should have written them down. So we had Stunning said Jack. Fallout Dave said Jack. Buddy said Michael. So we have two Jacks, a Michael, and we have Chucky and saying what does Chucky say? Two Jasons. And Dadman said Jack earlier. So we have three Jacks. So Jack will who be it is. Even if we counted you, Chucky, that would still be only 2 votes. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you how I seal this. I'm going to get a I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it on top of this so that it won't get stuck on anything. So let me raise this up a little bit. So we're going to be doing Jack next. But let me go ahead and remove that. So here is I'm just putting on top of this so when it hopefully what doesn't make too much of a mess. There's 2 different things. I bought this. This is for diamond top painting. But there are people that have used just this. This is just a water-based sealer. It's probably the exact same thing. But I'll use the one that I bought recently. And you basically, it says, don't shake it up. And I don't think I shook it up. So. We're going to throw that part away because it just keeps getting nasty. Oh, crap. My garbage can's way far away. Oh, no, it's not there. Okay. So basically, you just take, I'm going to show half and half here. You just take this, and it's real simple. You put it on a paintbrush, and you slather it on. And it's going to look like it's all messed up, but it's not. because it'll dry clear. But you want to get this, I want to make sure it gets all into the cracks because I don't want the adhesive to pick up any dust. And the sides also, I'll do the sides. I'm not too worried about the back because the back will have some cork on it. But the side also has a little bit of adhesive. So I'm going to kind of do these centers here like that. We'll get as close to the edge as we can, and then I'll put it on the plate, on the stand, and finish it. But that's basically all you do. It looks like you've ruined it because it's not clear, but this will dry clear. It also kind of gives a little, whoops, see, I had a, oh crap, where did that one come from? I had a drill fell off somewhere. Where did it draw off? And where did they go? I have a drill that moved from somewhere. There's two of them that moved. I did forget a process. So, but we're going to kind of just go with it. I should have pushed them all down, but I don't see where there's a spot where it says a 7 anywhere. Do you guys see it? Okay, I don't know where these go. So I'm just going to set them here on the floor. And if we can figure out where they go, we'll figure them out. And there's another one in my hand too. Who knows where that one came from? This one is part of it, the face. That's so interesting. Well, I can't see any that are missing. Do you guys see? Do, 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 do. I don't know where this one goes. It says they're missing, but I don't see where they're missing. So see that we're not missing any from his pants. Oh, here, well, anyway, okay. So what we should have done, which I didn't do, so I'm going to put this on top. So hopefully it won't mess up too bad. Is we should have taken and first braid it. So I'm just going to do this real quick with the hopes that it doesn't stick to this plastic. So that, I didn't want this to get stuff on it. So that kind of should have sealed them in. I forgot to do that step. Like I said, this is only the third set I've done. So we're going to finish painting this. I'm going to put it on top of here to kind of finish it. And put the edges. I do not mind being generous with this. Like I say, it dries clear. And this will give a sealer. So hopefully if those spots they won't show. If not, I don't know. It'll be fine. And I'm just going to kind of work in the circle. Make sure we get all around the edges. Stick my finger kind of like there. And we'll slowly turn it. I just want to make sure I get all the outer edges here. Because that's got a lot of adhesive on it. And we'll do this part up here. Like I say, I do not mind slathering this on because it'll give it a good seal. Then we'll do a middle. Just get this good middle again. And then you just let it dry for 24 hours. So I'll just set this over here in the corner. I'm going to go wash my fingers off real quick. And then I will be back. So chat amongst yourselves. Okay, so that is that one drying. I got to find a spot to put it. Where can I put this to dry? There, we'll put the paintbrush there to dry. I dry my hands off. I was a little lazy. So let's figure out a spot to put him where he'll be safe, which is, there's not that many places here to do that. We'll set him here. So just be really careful. Okay, so now let me wipe off the table, make sure there's no adhesive on it. Wipe off my fingers. Put this over here for now. So that's dripping. I can see it dripping there. If it drips, I can always sand those areas. So we are now going to do Jack, the Pumpkin King. Okay. So let's put these where they belong. There is a couple. Let me see. This is a okay. Okay. I believe these are, I don't know what those are. We'll just set these over here, and if we need a blue, we'll grab them. Because I don't know who they belong to. Okay. Okay, so we got Chucky doing his thing there. So now we're going to do Jack. So, jeez. So Jack is a lot of 8, white, and black. And 1 M and a little bit of L's. So I'm going to, let's see, 8. Let's find 8. We'll put a bunch of 8s in here because we're going to have a lot of 8s. 8s are beautiful blue. So let's do 8s. And then we'll do M. M is white. I wish I had another one of these big containers, but I don't. So put some whites here for the face. So let's put this back closer again so you can see what we're doing. Okay. Chucky, I do need to find a better spot for you. I think I'm going to set you over here. I'm going to put my little waving cat over here. Actually, we'll put waving cat over here. Lucky cat, there you go. Okay. So my hands are clean. We've got new wax in here. And we are going to go 8. Eight is the outer part. M is the white. So we're going to just kind of start at the, let's see, wherever we can get this. Getting the I'm always afraid I'm going to peel off the art. There we go. So we're going to just start up here. We're going to put 8s and also M's. So we're doing Jack the Pumpkin King. But I do think I am going to do one where I'm just doing it, placing them, and I'll do a time lapse. I think that might be cool. Because I think about 2 is going to be a lot, the maximum. This one I started at exactly 2 hours into the stream. So we will see how long this one takes. And this one I will not seal on stream. Can you see here I am doing Jack's head. Jack, the Pumpkin King. I don't know any other part of that song. The beads are different colors, depending on which ones I use. These that I'm doing right now are white. They're called drills in the diamond painting world. Um, you got this kit to try. Oh, I hope you like it. By Atwood. I find it relaxing. Sometimes I forget I'm streaming when I'm doing these, and I have to remember I have to talk to you guys, or you get sad. So but yes, I can get very focused. I think these that are kind of round like this are a little more forgiving with the placement. The lines don't have to be straight. I am not that freaky about it. If I was, doing these as a commission, doing them, someone paying me to do them, I would have to be a little more precise. But I just, like I say, I find this very soothing. And coast to me, these are small. The paintings can be more involved. I mean, you saw the plague doctor was quite, took time. This one of these took me an hour, about, I'll say an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, 2 hours if you include the time it took to put the sealer on. But that sealer, to me, it kind of acts as a almost like a mortar. It's going to hold those. I'm hoping it holds the pieces in, because if they are used as coasters, they're going to get some use. So I just find this so calming. I would recommend. I've been using this wax, and I tell you, it loses its sticky. They recommended buying some of that blue tack, that, like that stuff you put on your walls to hold posters up. And this stuff, you can squish it up, and it seems to me that it works better. I also have saw that they talked about using glue dots. Well, I was used to scrapbook, so I have some glue dots, and if I found them and then I walked away, so I'm not sure where they're at. So when I find them, I will try them. But I mean, I use the pink stuff because I have it. But I do think I like the blue tack out of these two the best. Um, some people, when they get their drills, they push really hard. They are, but I am not. So that's not really. I don't place them real hard. Um, that's probably why I need to make sure. Look at that. Okay, come off. That was from inside there. That pink. So we're going to take that and throw it away. And we're going to put in some blue tack. If it looks like I'm wearing the same shirt all the time, I'm wearing a sweater. And I wear this sweater all the time. It's like my favorite. So it looks like I never change my clothes, but it's because I'm wearing a sweater. I saw some other coaster kits that had some of the horror characters in it, and one of them had Billy from Saw. And I thought I would um, get that. Oh, I don't know if I completely answered the question, what color are the beads? It depends on what color you're using. Each number is a different color. The D is probably black, I would assume. M is this white color. 8 is this pretty blue color, but on Chucky, we used two different kinds of blues. So it just depends on what the symbol is for. And the better kits, they actually coincide with DMC cross stitch thread numbers. But I have seen that people who save the drills after they finish a project, they sort them out and save them. When they dekit, that's called when they break down the project. They have two. Here's some terms. Here are some terms that I learned about diamond painting. These little little things that I'm putting on are called drills. When you prepare your kit, because the kit doesn't come in containers like this. They come in bags that look like this. And this is what the bags look like. I'm showing you from another kit. They're in bags like that. And so you have to take each bag. It has a number on it, and that's the symbol. And you have to put them in containers, other kinds of containers to use them. And that's called kitting. Kitting. You're going to kit up the set, or you're going to kit the set. When you are done, some people take these colors and they see what they coincide with the DMC and they save them. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I've got a container, which is underneath Chucky here, that I put my drills in. Where is it? There it is. And the drills, I just dump them in here when I'm done. Some people throw them away. I thought it'd be kind of neat to just have a record, albeit a very loose record of all the projects I've done. And I'll just dump them in there. And as I get more colors, it'll be more colorful. That kit, the first kit I did was basically a blacks. It was the Plague Doctor, blacks and browns and very somber looking colors. And so this one I hope has some brighter colors. What I'm doing is this one didn't quite cover the hole, so I'm just moving it with a pair of tweezers. Hopefully I don't drop them and spill everything, because that would be really bad. I see one that I need to fix, but I wanted to put a couple on here. So that one needs to kind of move a little bit that way. And the reason I want to put the sealer around is because all this around here is sticky, and that will just collect dust, lint, if you have animals, pet fur, and the like. And I just don't want to have that. Our house is extremely dusty, and so it would just these would just collect dust, and it would drive me insane. So this is a step for me to kind of protect my pieces a little bit also. And like I said, it also gives it kind of a second adhesive to hold them on. So multiple reasons why I do put the sealer on. Phantom Outsiders in your new basketball shorts before I was in casual pants. LOL. Chill. Chill. Yes, isn't it nice? What was the other one you ordered, buddy? Can you describe it? Because I just think these are fun. They're quick, they're easy. And like I say, I'm going to use them as Christmas ornaments. And then I'll make them with coasters, and I'll probably see if anybody wants them. But I do think I want to get a set that has Buddy on it. Buddy, Billy. Sorry, Buddy. Your name was in my brain. I saw some camping ones that I might do and give to my sister so that they can have them in their camper. I have two sisters, and get them, make each one of them a set of them so that they can put them in their camper. I think that would be cool. I could do that, and it could be everybody gets the same Christmas present. My two sisters, my brother, they all get the coasters. Coasters, coasters for everyone. Train. Yes, we live near a train track, for those of you who don't know. I'm going to see what D is. At the end of the stream, I will show you the other kit that I got. I'm going to put that back in there so it doesn't get lost. That can just go here. So let's see, what color is that? D. So I'm going to leave D in here. And I don't have another container. Actually, I will. Let me see. I'm going to be working with 3 colors at the same time. So hopefully I won't mess them up. They're very different colors. So I should be okay. Ooh, castles, bats. Which, oh, cool. I like a Halloween. How cool. Now, there are these trays, which are horrible. And a lot of them come with those trays. I'm going to take.
It's cold.
It is cold. Did you get the mail?
No. But you got something from Amazon.
I got something from Amazon. Oh, I think this is for Ang. This is Ang.
All right.
So I'm going to take, this is 8. M is obviously white. And this will be D. Ang got a video game. And it said it was going to arrive on Friday. And it arrived today. So it gave them a, so this is D. So let's kind of put the, kind of put the labels where they're at because I don't want to mess it up. Even though they're so fairly, obviously, specific colors. If you like the Christmas theme ones, a lot of on Amazon are marked down because of the it's Christmas is over. But there, I'm just slowly working this. Pull this down a little bit. These are nice because you can hold them when you do them. I kind of like that. Let you enjoy this, the sounds of drills being placed. I watched one creator who she'd buy a kit, throw away all the drills, buy all these sparkly drills, and then would put them on one by one with tweezers. And I'm like, oh my goodness. She says they have to be placed perfectly. And that I just make sure the white isn't showing, especially if they're darker drills. If the white's showing, it is disconcerting, but I'm not that stressed over anything else. I don't use the same pin that I put the drills on because the sticky stuff, sometimes when you're pushing it, it messes it up. The actual drill, and I don't want that to happen. So that's why I use a different one that doesn't have any sticky stuff in it, putty or wax. Buddy, uh, before you do it, watch YouTube videos on beginning tips on how to do it. Um, the big thing is, well, with these, as you see, I keep the plastic on. Some people remove all the plastic. I keep the plastic on because that's all sticky down there. And so as I work in my sections, I'll move the plastic. And they say even, I've heard some creators, even if like you're working a bigger piece, and they say to keep the plastic cover on it, this thing. Um, but watch, I just searched, there are tons of them out there. I saw the ugly sweater coasters. I was thinking about getting that one. I think that would be great for the tree. I'm buying them little bits at a time. I probably should put some of this stuff on my throne, but I forget um, to be honest. Um, that got some. But there's some really, really pretty ones out there. I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were here, but there was one with a starry night, and I think it was like 6 hexagon shapes, and you set them all together, and it makes like the painting. Yep. See, yes, yes. Some of them are more expensive, and I'm kind of I'm on the, like I say, I like the process, so I don't necessarily want to spend a ton of money on. I know, and that's my prerogative. You know, you do you, as I say. Um, um, and if you want to place your each one of these drills with a pair of tweezers, you do you, and you have a wonderful experience. Um, and But one thing I do say, and I will do this, especially if I start a new craft, if I don't like it, for some reason it just I don't like it, I'm not going to finish it because life is too short to do something that you're miserable doing. Exactly, it's very soothing, and if I wasn't streaming, I'd be very quiet and I'd be very zen right now. Um, I might listen to some some um, calm music, um, and just sit here and diamond paint. Your kit probably came with Ziploc bags to do put your drills in. Um, that's what I did for the first one, and it worked. Um, it worked okay. But if you can find some kind of wider open containers with lids, it's easier to pour them in and out of the containers. And I got these because I figured if I didn't like this, I could still use them to store, you know, stuff in. You know, if I made a lunch and went somewhere or something along those lines. Okay, so I got a little bit more D's. How many more D's are there? Are those D's? Yeah, so I'm gonna finish the D's and then I'll put these up. It's like a bad one gets in them sometimes. I think that's funny. If you look, there's one that's obviously not the right color. So I think that's all the D's. I don't see any more D's, but that doesn't mean anything. So I'm going to take this and we'll dump them in here. Most of the kits come with these, buddy, which are they're okay. I like these. They're kind of like a little upgrade. They have the little pour spout. I do say you do you a lot because I think it's important because I'm doing it. I'm doing stuff the way I want to do it, and that's not necessarily the way everybody wants to do it. And my way is not the only way. So I really am you do you. If it makes you happy, I mean, the whole point of doing a craft or something is to make you happy. Um, and if it doesn't make you happy, um, doing it my way, do it a way that makes you happy. If it doesn't make you happy at all, don't do it at all. You don't have to do something. And you don't have to finish something. I mean, if I did not like doing this, I would not continue to be doing it. I wouldn't have cared what I bought. But I will say that is also why I tend to I'm going to try to do these gloves here, these hands. Um, not go crazy and buy everything right away. I try to slowly build my tools and things like that. Like I say, if I continue this for like any long-term period, I will definitely buy a pen. Okay, I freaked out because I looked up at my phone. Hey, Fan Wiggles, how are you doing? Fan Wiggles 2.0. The I bet you it is. Oh, that could work. I just want to stay warm. It is cold. Get these done, and I'll work quite a bit on the 8s on the outside. I will say the sticky does last a lot longer on the using the blue tack over the pink. Okay, so it looks like I got all the M's done. So it looks like basically we have 8s and L's. So let's go ahead and put the M's up. And then we have L's. I don't see. Oh, L's. Well, I put L's way over there. Ah. JKLM. Okay. I'm going to move this down here. So we'll put the L's in here. So when I get to the L's, I can use them. The L's are the blacks. So there we go. So we're going to just be working on some 8s here for a while, these pretty blues. Show you how Chucky's doing. He's starting to clear up a little bit, dry clear. So he's looking good. I still don't see the pieces where those beads come off at. So we'll just set them back up here and let them dry some more. Whoops. That wasn't very smart of me. Just trying to scooch them a little bit. am doing very good today. I'm cold because we're in Florida and we shouldn't be having this cold weather like we're having with potential snow. Um, but besides that, I am doing a fantastic. Sometimes when I'm doing these big areas, I did this. We had like 4 acres we had to mow, and I would start doing patterns and figure eights. And I don't know if I ever got the yard completely mowed, but um, like I said, like I'm doing here now. I'm kind of um, so well, I'll just do lines this way for a little bit, and then I'll go around the edge, and um, it really doesn't matter how you place them as long as you place them. So we are 2.5 out to about 2 hours and 40 minutes. It is cold. Whoops, don't want to pick up 2 of them. So we're going to say drop, and we'll pick them up again. The reason they use these trays, and I'm not doing it with this, but they have what are called multi-placers. And if you look, see these are kind of wider, and you can pick up multiple ones of the same color and put them on at the same time. Well, thank you. Pensacola, yes. We have a family out in the Panhandle, and yeah, it's snowing there.
Mm-hmm. Make spaghetti and meat sauce tonight for dinner.
Oh, that would be lovely. Go make it for everybody?
Yeah.
Awesome. And he's going to make us dinner tonight. We're going to have spaghetti with meat sauce.
Everything after?
I think when I get done with the 8s, all we're going to have left are L's, which are the black ones. When I'm done with this one, I'll have to show you the. I bought another coaster set. To do. Cold spaghetti, yes, get it. Like the Wiggles song, hot potato. Hot potato, hot, cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. Yep, I love the Wiggles. We almost got to see them. But we saw the Doodle Bobs, which they were cool. It's when the kids were little. In central New Jersey, it's 18 degrees with wind chills. Feels like 9. No, thank you. No, thank you at all. It's 11 degrees for you right now. Well, ours probably it seems uh, wimpy that we're whining, but we're Florida. I don't even know what the temperature is. The feel for me is cold. Let's set this down. My hands will get a little tired holding it. Can you guys still see it okay? Let me. Okay, yeah, you can see where I'm working, which is right there. Let me move it here. Let me move the camera. There we go. I just got to set it down a little bit. My hand's getting tired of holding it. I can move them around like that because this one doesn't have any um, putty in it. So it works really good to move them around. It is optimal if you place them properly the first time, but that doesn't always happen. This is really fun, guys. I can't necessarily say that it's mindless, but it's not so where you have to make a lot of decisions. You basically take the color that they give you and you stick it where they tell you to. Just making sure you put the right color. That's what's the most important. Dave says in St. Augustine, it's 47, but it feels like 36. Some people who do this, if they have like carpal tunnel or arthritis, using these small pins are very difficult. That's why you can buy bigger pins. You can buy some that are custom made on different sites. Um, but you can also find them on, the bigger websites also. But I could see with arthritis or something along those lines, how it could be painful after a while because my hands get tired and my hands are fine. Um, so well, I'll tell you, L and D don't look that much different to me. Maybe when it's all said and done. See, I got tired of doing blue 8, so that's why I'm doing these here because I got tired. We did a little bit of L, and then I'll finish some of these 8s. But having multiple trays, um, like I say, if it was a big project, I could see having trays that you can load and have them loaded like this and just take them out and use whatever number you need. Um, but it'd have to be a pretty big diamond painting with lots of colors. I have one that won't. Remove thyself. Remove thyself. Well, tomorrow we're going to be watching, we'll do our morning musings, but then at 4 p.m. we're going to be watching the next episodes of JoJo, which it's the start of the second arc of the first season, Battle Tendency, but I can't remember. I don't know if it's 15 or I can't remember the it's or maybe it's 10 through 16, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 10 through 15, I think it is, because we have just ended the first arc, and that was only 9 episodes. So I'm looking forward to, and that's another one that I'm not watching ahead. I'm waiting to watch it when we have a watch party. I really enjoy the watch parties. Um, but he said, I'm good with the 58 here. I would love it. I know it's not 58. I should look and see. I have something that has the temperature. This one is going much quicker. I think I'm a little more focused on this one. Just going to rotate this a little bit this way. We'll do the L's. Actually, let's do these 8s that are right here. Why? Because we can. Because I want to. Now this I could have used a multi-placer. Let me get one and I'll show you how it works. They're kind of fun. My favorites, I like, you can get 2, 4, 6, 8s I kind of like doing the one that can do 2 or 3. So I have a spot here that has 5. Well, I do have a 5 one. Let me grab the 5 one. So this one you can get up to 6, I think. So what you do is you you get your tray and you get them lined up. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to get here, so I'm going to try to get 5 of them. 1, 1. It doesn't always work. And then you take and you push them down. And see, they're off a little bit, but then it's real easy just to kind of move them where they need to go. I'm usually better at placing them. That one was really off. But there. But there's not a lot of these that are straight. I guess I could do it like if I did this spot here and just grab these and kind of put them on the first one and then use this to move them where they needed to go. I guess I could do that. I guess I could do that, but I'm not. I'm going to do my one at a time because I find it very relaxing. Oh, I'm using the one that doesn't have putty in it. What a goofball. What a goofball I am. I'm going to do another 5. Let's see. And we're going to set this one right like that. And that's pretty darn close. And we'll just kind of move them a little bit to where they really need to be. So there. So we could do this multi-placer in the blacks. The smaller trays are a little harder to use. So we'll just grab what we have here. So this will grab 6. So I'm going to start, let's see, I'm going to put them here. And I kind of look where they're at and I push it down. And that one's pretty darn close. So I'm going to get there's 4 here. These will be, I'll just go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to grab another group here. Let's see, let's grab over here. And we'll put these here. Now what I'm going to do is I'll kind of move them and place them where they need to go. So that's how you use a multi-placer. I probably will use them along here. I could use them if I wanted. If I had a bigger tray where I could get them where they spread out more, probably would. That man 44, but it's like 36 here. Like I said, for us, that's cold. But he says it was colder here on Monday. The fog never burned off, so it was like a Silent Hill all day. Oh my goodness. No, thank you. No, thank you. I say. This one right here is bothering me because you can see that white and I can't get it to. Okay, there, I think. There, I think that finally did it. See, to me, these look exactly. Oh, you know what? One's not matte and one is matte, I guess. They look almost the same to me, but okay. I think these are the wrong color. I think these are supposed to be gray, and they're not. I think they made a boo-boo. But, oh well, it is what it is. I'm using the ones they said. I think these are supposed to be more of a gray, and they're black. Dang, I keep flinging them, man. Level 3. So I'm going to put this 3. See if I'll do how it does at an angle. Not too bad. Do another 3 at an angle. And then we'll take this pin and kind of straighten them up. Which is, they're not too bad, actually. So that saved time. So we're going to put a few more 7s, which are, I think, are the wrong color. But this is what they said was 7, so I'm going to use it because it's a coaster. I'm not that stressed over it. I think these should have been a lighter color than they are. But it is what it is. And we're going to go with what we go because it's okay. It is absolutely okay. So I'm going to take and grab a, come on. So we have 6. So I'm going to start down here. Let's grab whatever we have here. Here's a 5. We'll put that 5. Here, then we'll grab this one here. Whoops, that one's way off. So that's not too bad what I had to move there. So let's do here's the 1x3 one. So we're going to pick up 3 and they'll put them right here. Sometimes I think I have a little more control over this smaller one and I have to do less work. But I need to get one more group of 5. And we'll just kind of move them where they need to be. And there we finished that. But yeah, this was supposed to be a lighter gray, but it is not what this color is. So that is an error in these, and sometimes that happens in some of these cheap ones. But as I said, it's a coaster. It's a coaster, and I am not going to stress over it. So we are now have our 8s. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull the rest of this off when we do our 8s. I'm going to work on maybe using some of this multi-tools. They seem to be working fairly good here. I'm going to pour some more blues in here. Let's close that. You kind of have to shake it all around. Whoops. Try not to shake them out like I did. So let's see. Let's do 4 here. So let's find a spot of 4. I think I'm going to like on my multi-placers on the opposite side. Sometimes they put putty so that you can just rotate it and do the singles with it. But I don't mind. I like being able to go and fix up my little mistakes. I'm going to do some threes here. Whoops. Okay, so let me probably have to put a little more of sticky in there. So let's one by three. If you're having trouble picking them up, it's probably you need to put more sticky on. Put more wax in there. So you see how using a multi-placer can speed things up? It's pretty close. Sometimes I make a little puzzle and see how many multi-placers I can do. Yes, he does, Fallout Dave. The play as Godzilla Quest. It is so, we played yesterday and Godzilla never manifested once while we were playing. We played one day and he like manifested 3 times while we were playing. It can be frustrating. Whoops. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, me with 2s for now. I'm not doing great. We'll just pick up 2s then. If you want to pick up 2s, we'll do 2s. That's okay. I'll take this plastic and put it back on here. There's a lot of I'm just going to kind of put this here to, not necessarily there, just more like that. Just I'm going to peel this off. I'm going to get brand new. This is what it looks like without any of the putty in it. So I'm going to put some blue tack in it. See how it does with that. Then we're going to take it and we'll just flatten it. Whoops, well that's not what I meant to do. Well, crap, I guess we need to get another bunch of it. What's great with the blue tack is you can just kind of knead it to whatever shape you want. The blue tack is tacky, so when you go to make sure it's kind of flat on here, you have to use the side that has the release on it. Okay, so we're going to get some, let's see. Sometimes some of these, it's finding the straight lines so that you can use the tool. This 1x3 seems to work really good. I'm doing pretty good. I'll say that, and now I'll do a big mess up because I was bragging and I got a little cocky. And so just wait. The mess up will occur. We'll start doing some over here. I really like using this blue tack. Oops, we have a 2, so let's stick the 2 here. That seems to fit pretty good. That's one of them is like what, stomping or roaring or all that kind of stuff. If you play in a group, I think those, except for being Godzilla, or you can do them with a group, because I think that's how. Um, I don't know. I just know that some of the quests can be really frustrating. Okay, let's rearrange all of these where they need to go. We are almost done with this one, guys. I am disappointed that that wasn't the gray like it was supposed to be. And I'm afraid it's going to mess up the ghost also. I might look in my spares and see if I have gray. Maybe I'll do that. But that disappoints me. But I am not pilling them all off. I will say that. Doesn't disappoint me that much. If anything, I should take like the few here and make them gray. At least it will be a difference. Maybe I'll do that. It'll be backwards, but take maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I don't know. I have to think about it. Because it entails kind of peeling them off. I don't know if I want to mess with that. Ooh, sticky. We don't want that. Definitely don't want that there. I never thought the multi-tool would work on this with all these curves, but they do. Oh, thank you, Fan Wiggles. That's greatly appreciated. The hardest part is if you do get to the portal and play as Godzilla, you may not complete all 3 quests in a single turn. Yeah, it's yes. And I don't know if they've shortened the amount of time the times. Um, I don't know. I think that um, it can be weird. Um, okay, these are nowhere where they're supposed to be. So we're gonna put them where they belong. But it's still nice that you can kind of get 5 drills on on your board, and you just kind of have to move them to make them work. Oh, he's going to open the door and I just got warm. Oh man, he opened the door and it is cold. I'm cold. So we're almost done, guys. I am going to take, and before I do anything else, I'm going to remove some of these D's that are here. Where did it go? I'm going to try to remove them. And I've got some other drills from another project. Where did it go? But I'm going to, I think it's these 1, 2. I can see them.
It's good to get a good take on that tree.
Set them over here. There's one. I'm going to remove these. I don't see where I don't see. Oh, there. I feel it. There it is. Come on. You do not need to be there. There. 2. I think it's just these 4. 3. Oh, it's finding where it's at because they're all. So I think it's just, is this, I'm going to check real quick and see what this, oh, that's a D also. So we'll take this one. Anything that's a D. We'll take and we're going to put a lighter color on. Because okay, that's an L. Whoops. Shoot. Oh well. L. Just take one of these. That was a D, and we'll just stick it over there because they pretty much are the same. So we're going to take, and I have, oh, look at how Chucky's looking. He's looking pretty good. He's drawing well. Put that on top of here. So I need to get inside of this container because this has a bunch of different drills. So I'm going to just dump them in here. And if I find some gray, see the gray ones? I'm just going to take the gray ones and put them on here. At least it'll do a contrast from the bow tie. This is why I don't want to throw them away, but I don't want to keep them in all separate containers. I can just do it like this. Dump it out. And so there, that kind of gives the tie. Whoops, where'd it go? It kind of does the tie, even though they're the opposite colors. And we'll just pour these all back in here. And any other L's? Let's see, does this have a lot of L's? This has some L's. I don't know if the others have L's. They might have a few. So I might take wherever I see L's, like I see them like on Michael and a little bit on Ghostface. And there's quite a few on Jason. I'll have to see if I have enough L's. Because it's going to be, we probably could do the blacks there, and that might be okay. But we just kind of did the opposite of Jack here. So we made it work. We made it work. Yes, we did. And this is some of the joy of doing crafts. It can be your own. Is it correct? Well, yes, because I'm okay with it that way. I like it better than them all being black. It gives him at least a kind of like a tie, his little bow tie, which before wasn't there. It didn't exist because everything was black. Ah, there's that. I knew there was a over here. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. So the rest of these I think I'm just going to put on as ones. Mm-hmm. And we have completed Mr. Skellington, the Pumpkin King. There we go. There's Jack. he's not sealed yet, but he is complete. Let me go ahead and put these drills back in number 8. Um, this is where I'll kind of take my tweezers and we'll coax them in where they need to go. Some of these are stuck. We'll let them be stuck. There we go. Then I'll push down here like so. There we go. And then we'll work them slowly down here. I hate the stubborn ones. There we go. So here we have Jack is complete. The pumpkin, the king. He looks really cute, I think. So there's Jack. He needs to be sealed. Let me show you. Here's Chucky. Chucky's in the process of drying. Let me see if I can get him where the light's not quite so. Anyway, there's Chucky. He's drying. He's got about 24 hours to dry. And I'll be sealing Jack here. The back, there's a little bit of stuff here. We'll just file that off. That's okay. And then when we're going to do the coasters, I'm just going to I might put the coaster part on the back. I don't know. I'll probably just file this. I might paint the edges a little bit. Maybe not. But they've got some little cork that you can put on the back for the coasters. So we're just going to let that finish drying right there. I'll do Jack in a second. And it is 3 hours and 47 minutes. So not bad. 2 hours to do 2 of these. I'm probably going to do some of these off camera and maybe do time lapses on them. I have never done that. I think that might be fun. Then I don't have to worry about the audio because you don't hear anything with the time lapse. Let's see. Yes, that is the hardest part, is if you can't complete them all in one. I agree. Let's finish this. It's the end of the world. Well, let me set this one here so you can look at Jack while I'll come over here and I'll talk. Let's look at him straight on. There we are. He's staring you down, man. Apologies. I fought him 2 times, but naturally, since I'm not close enough to even see him for a while, I don't even do more damage than players who were closer. Oh, Phantom says Godzilla is 71 years old. That he's got his own schedule. No one can make him alter it. LOL. Yeah. Snow started in Panama City Beach. Got pictures from Subi of snow. Subi, everybody, is my mom. And wow. No, we haven't made Sketty yet. Uh, but we'll get it sent to you as soon as it gets done, Snorterpoopus. So everybody, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. We have been working on these coasters. We've got done Jack Skellington and Chucky, the two of them that are on the top. And like I say, some of them I'll probably do off camera and do time lapses of. I think that will be real fun to do. So thank you guys all for being here. Don't forget, Monday mornings at 10 a.m., I have my morning musings with Mrs. Dadman Walking 55, your daily dose of positivity. And it won't be next Tuesday because next Tuesday, I have to go to the dentist. I'm taking my youngest to the dentist, and it's at noon. So I will not be doing my morning show, nor will I be doing the scheduled brick build that day. This will be the first Tuesday in February, which would be February 4th. I will be doing this block party. But Dad Man still would be doing his sports. Oh, he's doing his sports weekly tonight. And he'll be doing it next week too. But yes, at Sports Weekly with Dad Man, it might kind of evolve into a squirrel stream with all the weather stuff that's going on. We don't know. It's pandemonium. The weather's crazy. Who knows what our streams are going to be anymore, right? Wednesday, well, tomorrow at 4 p.m., we're going to do seasons 10 through 15 of Anime in the Afternoon, which is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Season 1. At 8 p.m., Dadman's going to be chilling with Yarn Witch on his channel, Dadman Walking 55. And then I think after that, there might be a late night stream. I did not put it in this rotation. But at 5 p.m. on Thursday, I will be puttering in Lego Fortnite. On Fridays at 10 p.m., we have Late Night with Dadman, and it's from Fruitcakes to Porta Potties is the name of the stream. So that is Friday night at 10 p.m. Saturday morning, 2 a.m., we have Insomniac Theater. And then at 10 a.m., we have a Saturday morning cartoons, Mortal Kombat, the Super Mario Brothers, Animaniacs, and classic cartoons. Sundays at 3 p.m., we're watching The Pretender. I'm I'm trying to get where I can watch one DVD at a time, but it's so screwball because once I change the DVD, sometimes it goes crazy. But I'm going to do 2 or 3 episodes of The Pretender on Sunday. Mondays we're watching Batman the Animated Series. It is so cool. Now the reasons I do these watch parties are these are shows I want to watch, but I don't want to. Dad Man is usually busy, and or we watch a couple and then he can't watch anymore, and I end up watching them by myself. But these watch parties um, are wonderful because I love having you guys watch them with me. It's like I've got my friends in my living room watching TV with me, and they were commenting in the chat, and we're having a good time. And I really, 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 I enjoy them. So thank you all for all of you who come by to the watch parties. And if you don't, come on over and check them out. There's a lot of information and fun, and I think we've got some good shows that we're watching. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Come to the watch parties. We have fun. Wednesday, Diamond is going to be talking to Daisy Blossom. Not this Wednesday, but the 29th, about Battleship. So that's going to be a fun one. If you'd like to support me, you can buy me a cup of coffee or check out my creator wish list on Throne. They're both under Mrs. Dadman Walking 55. If you'd like to mail us something, you can at P.O. Box 26603, Jacksonville, Florida 32226. And by us, I mean me, Dadman or Anglo, my youngest, who is a streamer on Twitch. My streams and VODs, there they all are. I'm not going to say them. I've said them before. You can check them out. They're also in all my about sections of my channels, my YouTube and Twitch channels. So, everybody, thank you. It's been almost 4 hours, 3 hours and 54 minutes. I have 10 people still watching. I have 8 people over on the YouTube side. Thank you all so much. Well, actually, 9 people and 12 likes. Wow. Thanks, everybody, so much. I really, really appreciate that. So, I will see you next time. And remember to be kind, to show love. You're not promised tomorrow, so go to bed with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you all peace. You guys have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is. And let me tell you, you guys here in the South, like us, that's not used to this cold, bundle up, stay warm, stay in your house. And you guys that are where you're used to the snow, bundle up, stay warm, stay inside, and everybody, please be safe. I will talk to you all later. See you next time, and bye bye.